Where your man's at? Where your man's at?
Was he scared to get in the ring?
Where your man?
Was he scared to get in the ring?
Yeah. Bro.
Don't put on no front in front of these. No,
bro, that's your people.
In front of these. Was he scared to get in the ring?
Yes, he was scared. Bro.
Exactly.
What made me scared?
During that sparring session.
He came in, playing, thinking shit was sweet, got clipped, grabbed.
Dude, that's another thing. You never clipped me. What are you talking about?
I didn't clip you.
No, you did not. You caught me with a good shot. That's it. That happened in boxing. You never clipped me. I never shook or none of that.
So you didn't shake.
What are you talking about? Shook the room. You don't even hit that hard. You don't even hit that hard, bro. You don't even hit that hard. You don't even hit that hard.
I hit you with the left.
You don't even hit that hard,
bro. What did you do?
And you gonna split. I can see on.
What did you do?
I'm gonna split them open.
That's cool.
Promise you. I promise.
Yeah, you got it.
I promise you. Hold your jaw.
Why you so mad?
I'm gonna break you up. I'm telling you. Every time I tell y'all something,
you know what happened.
Don't it happen? I'm telling you, I'm gonna break you up. I promise. I'm gonna break you up.
Y'all wanna know something?
I promise. Look at all that.
Y'all got. Y'all got it. All right. Show me Saturday. Show me Saturday.
You always Saturday. Straight that hard shit.
Here and going back and forth, what have you guys been saying to one another over the past few moments?
When he came up there, he was shaking. He was just shaking a little bit. You know what I mean? So
he was shaking. So you're seeing him move a little bit. You think he's a little bit apprehensive?
Talking a little tough yesterday when I ain't come to the rival, but today he's shaking up there talking. So I know that, you know.
Frank, how do you want to respond to that?
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
It's gonna show. Don't worry about it. It's gonna show.
I'm scared as hell.
I know.
I'm scared.
Front runner. That's what he is.
Yeah, that's
front
right.
Runner.
That's right.
Everyone just look right here at me.
3 days away.
Okay.
3 days away. You can't stop. 3.
Thank you.
3 days away.
3.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll get to some interviews now. Stay on the stage. We'll get you organized.
Yo, Daddy gonna have that. You don't see that. You don't see about it. You don't see
The lead up to the showdown between Gervonta Tank Davis and Frank Martin has been anything but calm. After a year away from the ring, Tank is stepping back into competition, and the anticipation surrounding his return has sent excitement through the boxing world. Fans have been buzzing non-stop, and Tank has leaned into the spotlight, repeatedly firing verbal shots at his opponent to keep the attention high. In the build-up, Davis has clearly tried to play mind games, hoping to rattle Martin and gain an edge before fight night arrives. He's thrown jabs outside the ring as often as inside it, looking for any psychological opening. But so far, those tactics haven't shaken Martin. For Martin, this bout represents the biggest moment of his career, a first chance to compete on a major stage against one of the most dangerous fighters in the lightweight division. And instead of backing down, he recently delivered a cold, ominous message to Tank, making it clear he's not intimidated and fully ready for the challenge ahead.
You know, we've been training for a while. I'm locked in. I'm focused. You know, the whole goal was to come out here, and beat him. I'm ready to take the spot, and I'm here for a reason. I ain't here just to be here. I'm here to take the. I got some things that, I got speed, I got power, I got, IQ, I feel like I got it all. You know what I mean? Like, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see when it's time to bite down, the world gonna see. It was just sparring. We got a fight Saturday. We got this fight Saturday, and, I'm a whip his ass. I'm gonna pull out, I'm gonna whip his ass. So the sparring don't matter. That's old. That's years ago. We got Saturday to show who, Saturday.
We all know now he's a right-handed guy. I know his wrestling days, you start with that lead leg being your right leg. He's not a left-handed guy. Or is that what you're seeing him not be natural throwing that left?
He's not right-handed?
I think he's right-handed, but he's learned how to box left-handed. I think that's kind of his thing, yeah. But you were giving him that left arm. Like, what are you seeing him throw his left arm? Do you don't think he's got that left hand down, or what's going on with that?
I didn't know he was.
Well, you think about it, wrestling, right? He had the wrestling background. I know, by the way, you say you wanted to wrestle a little bit. Be more, y'all be wrestling in the streets. I think you start with that lead leg being your dominant leg to shoot in on singles, right?
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm giving up game
here. Yeah, you are, because I did not know.
With months spent analyzing Martin's tendencies and habits, it's surprising that such an important detail appears to have been overlooked by Tank's camp. Now, with Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin only a day away from stepping into the ring, anticipation has reached its peak. Predictions are flooding in from all sides, and opinions are sharply divided. Let's take a closer look at which fighter the experts believe will emerge victorious in this highly anticipated matchup.
That's an intriguing fight. I think Gervonta is fighting somebody athletic as him, just as athletic, just as, you know what I'm saying, skillful. So I think it's going to be a good fight, but I'm definitely going to edge to Gervonta. He has a different type of power. I feel like he just has a different type of a fighter. He's just a different type of fighter, but I think it may be competitive. Like I said, for the first 4 rounds, then I think Gervonta probably take off.
Him getting his hand raised, I mean, I feel like he's the most skilled, talented fighter that Tank ever fought. Like, it's one of those he can't take those early rounds off and feel like he's gonna come in the 7, 8 round and hope for a knockout. I feel like Frank gonna dominate him first to 12th round and win a fight. I mean, Tank gonna put up a fight. You know, he's a great fighter, but I feel like Frank definitely gonna take it. I feel like he's the best fighter he can fight. He gonna see the speed, he gonna see the strength, he gonna see the power that Frank brings to the table come fight night.
I think it's a really good fight. I think it's a fun fight to watch. That one's gonna be a really good fight. You know, I think that I honestly think that Frank may have some things that people don't know he's got, and if he's able to utilize those things, it's gonna be a really good boxing.
He gets past Frank, just kind of confidently, just no.
I think that I think that Tank beats him. I mean, we haven't seen Frank Martin at the highest level, the elite level. I'm not saying that he's not elite, but we just haven't seen it. Do I think he gonna go in there and lay down? No. I think he gonna go in there, you know, he'll try to get his respect, and he gonna fight back. But I just think that Tank is, you know, has the experience, you know, has the skills, and will be victorious. But will it be easy? I can't say. But do I think that you know, what's his name gonna go? Frank Martin gonna go in there and show that, you know, he is a contender. Yeah.
The fight is gonna play out when I say drastically good, it's gonna be a very competitive fight, because simple fact is Frank is bringing that A game. You know what I'm saying? All the capping that, you know what I'm saying, that the people were doing about the fight, talking about they was there when they sparred, none of them were there. Me and Floyd, we pulled them out. We separated them in that ring. We the reason why the fight's even taking place to this day. You know what I'm saying? But Frank is going to bring that A game. He's going to open up a can of ass with me. Now, for Tank to even, I'm surprised Tank didn't show up here today. You know what I'm saying? But I commend Tank for accepting the fight. It's a good thing that he accepted that fight, because we're going to take that cornbread. I got much props for Tank. I like him as a fighter. I like him as a fighter, a champion, and a people's person. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take nothing from him. So I give him the utmost respect for taking this fight. But it's a new day. Frank the Ghost Martin, as I told you a long time ago. What, was it 4 years ago, champ?
It was.
4 years ago, I told you Frank was coming. And I got a surprise. I'm going to keep it quiet right now, but we got another surprise for you that's coming real soon. All you got to do is look around. Look, we coming. He stands 6'9". He stands 6'9". He's coming.
Coach.
But Frank Martin, here to stay. We're making history.
Coach, what do you make of Gervonta not showing for today?
Well, you know, sometimes the fighter needs to ask himself, what's the he got himself into? You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? The fans can't fight for you. The coaches can't fight for you. You and that fighter in the ring yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you got to bring your A game. And for him to not come here, he needs some time to himself. Everybody needs some time to himself. And that's what Tank did. He's a different type of breed. You know what I'm saying? He's a dog, just like Frank is that motherfucking dog. You know what I'm saying? And all that suburbs and all that they talking about, well, who's from? Nah, it's two men in that ring I don't care who you are, where you from, what creed, what color. Only one of y'all walking out with your hands up. And that fight right there is going to be the best fight of the year. So if you're real about it, you come to watch that fight. Pay per view, come to MGM, come to Vegas. What goes on in Vegas, it goes.
Gets past Frank Martin? I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, hopefully he does. You know what I'm saying? He might do. Hopefully he does. I don't know much of Frank Martin. I seen him fight slightly. I didn't see too much of him. But it's possible. It's possible. We'll check it.
Frank Martin, it's gonna be a good fight. You know, I think Tank will get him like 8, 7 to 9, and then 7 to 10.
Many believe this matchup has all the ingredients to be highly competitive, given the shared history between Tank and Frank Martin. Still, a large portion of fans and analysts lean toward Gervonta Davis as the favorite. Some see him as especially motivated after spending so much time away from the ring, hungry to make a statement with his return. Others argue that Tank's edge lies in his elite experience and refined skill set, especially when compared to Martin, who hasn't yet faced a truly marquee opponent. Those viewpoints all carry weight, but the most interesting insight comes from those who know Martin firsthand. Abraham Nova, who faced Frank Martin twice during their amateur days, offered a candid assessment of matchup. While acknowledging Martin's talent, Nova identified what he believes is a key vulnerability, one that Tank could capitalize on once they're in the ring. He also went a step further, delivering an unexpected prediction about how the fight could end, including a bold call for a knockout.
So you know, I'm a bit subjective with that matchup. It's because I fought Frank in the amateur and I wiped him out. You know, he fought me once. The first time he fought me, he beat me at the Golden Gloves, but I wasn't training because I had just won the USA Nationals and they had begged me to go to the Golden Gloves, but I didn't want to compete at that tournament. And then after that, we fought again at the Olympic qualifiers, and I gave the way I beat him, it was like there was no way he was supposed to, you know, be in the ring with me, you know. So when I fought him, he seemed very green to me. When I fought him at the Olympic qualifier, he seemed very green to me. Got good skills, no good movement, but he seemed very green. And then watching him fight his couple fights, I seen that he doesn't adapt very well. So he fights a same style throughout the whole 10, 12 rounds. He doesn't know how to adjust and do different things. And just I seeing that, and then him fighting Tank, I could see him having some success for 3 rounds, just looking pretty good. But I could see tapering him off and, you know, knocking him out or winning by decision. But yeah, I could see him having some success early round because he's very technical and he fights a good style in the beginning. But then once you get his timing and his rhythm, he doesn't know how to adjust and change. He'll keep doing the same thing, and I could see Tank picking him apart.
Nova went on to explain that Martin's path to victory is very narrow, stressing that he would need to fight under specific conditions to have a real chance at pulling off the upset.
So a lot of times Tank, he doesn't really put the pressure all the round. So if Frank Martin could box and stay patient and just keep boxing and win, just comfortably, just being patient, then yes, he can. But I could see, Tank timing him by him doing the same thing over and over because he fights the same way throughout 1 through 12 rounds. So I could see Tank catching both. His only way of winning is being patient and just not getting to a dogfight and not getting too greedy. Well, fighters, they get too greedy with Tank because they see some success, and then that's when Tank capitalizes and catch him with a counter or something.
What about when what about when Tank has those like brilliant spurts though? You know, he picks those middle rounds, late rounds, and he'll rip off like 2 minutes in a row of just start ripping on you, and you still got to stay patient there and not get caught up in an exchange.
Exactly. You can't, like they say, don't hook with a hooker, don't fight a puncher. Like, you can't do that. You know, we all know Tank got serious power, so he has to be patient. He has to box and move and not get into that fight with Tank, because we know what Tank is capable of doing. You know, he has dangerous power in both hands. So if he hooks with him, if he trades with him, 9 out of 10 Tank's gonna catch him. You know, so I say his best bet is to box, move, and when Tank comes with that aggressiveness, it's just to, get on that back foot and move and don't get caught in the exchange, don't get emotionally involved, and just be patient, and hopefully, he could get it, but my money's on Tank.
Professional boxer Kevin Johnson, who has sparred and trained alongside both Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin, recently weighed in on the matchup. He agreed that the bout has all the makings of a thrilling contest. While he acknowledged Tank's rare skill set and devastating knockout power, Johnson also shared an unexpected take on Martin and how this fight could unfold, offering a perspective that caught many by surprise.
Well, first and foremost, they both incredible elite guys. You know what I'm saying? They both bring something to the table. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to watch and see who's gonna come up on top.
All right, well, let's break them down here individually. So, Tank, I'm sure you worked with quite a bit. What's he like? I mean, of course, he has one of the reputation being one of the biggest punchers in boxing, and I know you love to get in there with the best. So, what was your time with him like?
Sparring Tank, of course, everybody knows he has power. You know what I mean? But one thing about Tank as well too, he looked for one, two big shots. You know what I'm saying? But he also has a good boxing skills. And I said this many times in the past, Tank has something he can bring out, depends on the opponent they face. And I feel like Frank is that opponent that, you know what I mean, that gonna bring the best out of Tank, you know what I mean? And Tank gonna be boxing. You gonna see a difference.
Veteran trainer Virgil Hunter also offered his thoughts on the matchup between Tank and Frank Martin. While he recognized the Detroit native as a tough and capable competitor, he cautioned Martin about the challenges Davis brings into the ring. Hunter highlighted several key edges in Tank's favor, including his reach and sharp footwork, which could create serious issues throughout the fight. He also noted how Davis has evolved into a more composed and mature boxer over time, adding that his depth of experience could prove to be a decisive factor on fight night.
I don't know Frank that well. I've only seen him fight a couple of times. He seems like he's a good fighter. At this stage, I would try not to get caught with nothing. That would be my first priority. Don't get caught with nothing. Don't take any foolish chances. Don't be careless, because I've seen Gervonta up and close with a fighter of mine, and he's cat quick from a standstill, and he can cover a great distance in one step, and he can leave his feet and hurt you. So you have to be leery of when he attacks. He attacks out of nowhere, and he uses his size to his advantage. He makes you fight his height. So he's mastered that. He's very athletic. He's more athletic than people think he is. And I think we haven't even seen the best of Gervonta. He seems to be maturing in his attitude and his conversation and things like that. It seems like he's grown into a strong, rooted young man. And, you know, that's admirable of him. From what I've seen, he's maturing. He understands the responsibility that comes along with it. And success brings that. And he's not going to be easy to beat.
Gervonta Tank Davis has made it clear that he's chasing more than just a win against Frank Martin this Saturday. He's aiming for a dominant statement. His confidence is so high that discussions about his next move have already started. Boxing reporter Michael Benson noted that Davis has openly welcomed the idea of future rematches, including another showdown with Ryan Garcia and a return bout with Isaac Cruz. Tank even suggested that a second fight with Garcia could happen at 140 pounds. For now, there's been no real movement toward a major matchup with Devin Haney, leaving fans speculating about what comes next. So what do you think? Does Tank get past Frank Martin on June 15th? And if he does, who should be waiting for him afterward? Would you like to see him run it back with Ryan Garcia? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. That's it for today's breakdown. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you in the next one.